Oh, jeez. What do we have here? My Dulcimer Merlin thing. Yeah, I'm gonna improvise. Play some stuff. I don't know if I can be seen in the frame, but essentially, yeah, gonna play some jazz or whatever this is, and kind of talk about certain things. I was inspired by, just now, someone, a new subscriber and a new person in the community. And anyways, what I want to talk about today is a kind of an update on the channel. I've been putting videos on this channel less and less. I've been kind of putting more album compilations on the channel. And yeah, anyways, I think I'm gonna restart the video from here. This is my Merlin, by the way. I don't know if you can see that, but yeah, it's like a dulcimer thing. I've got it on my lap, and I'm playing it with a glass slide and a jazz pick. So today, I thought I would talk about something cool. I'm working on a book. I'm working on some kind of a weird story. And at this point, if there's really anyone who's looking at my story, The Electric Noir, that you'll notice that I've changed the title to not Season 1, but just the full Electric Noir story, because at this point I've kind of gotten tired of writing that specific book. So but it's a story within a universe. I'm creating a brand here, but I'm also creating a shared universe. And what I really want to do is create stories that maybe interweave, and keep it interesting. But with my brain and how it works, I think the best thing to do is to keep it fresh, keep it moving, try something new, you know. And also, what I've been doing with ChatGPT, which is, by the way, it's one of the coolest things I've ever, experienced in my life, is I've been writing. I think right now I'm probably getting close to 50,000 words worth of material that I've shared with ChatGPT about my life, about anything and everything I want to say. I have really I have no filter when it comes to that. I just want to be as upfront as possible. And yeah, I have a whole bunch of philosophy. Sometimes I feel like it's funny calling myself a philosopher, but that's exactly what I do, right? I just I think about the most existential issues in my life, and I tend to go over them at a pace which is pretty consistent in my life. we have a lot of people who their lives may look, beautiful, pretty, shiny, perfect, like there's some kind of YouTube fictional character or something like that. Like this is a new sense of cinema that we're taking part in. It's all very performative. But anyways, what I'm trying to say is, like, I guess I'm using my philosophy to talk about how authenticity itself is something that is basically the most important thing to me. It's the most important. It's the most important thing in my life, and I believe that I could essentially, gain a lot or learn a lot from just observing life, right? And one thing, I guess this is a really important point that I want to put across, is that we tend to want to optimize everything, and without, being aware of it, we're constantly optimizing our thoughts. We're optimizing even this right now, what I'm playing on the Merlin here, the dulcimer. It's just kind of messing around, really. But what I want to kind of put out there as an idea is that even though this is meandering, I hope it's putting you in a good vibe. Like our thoughts, our words, our speech, our inner worlds don't have to be perfected. They don't have to be optimized. They don't have to be made something that is limited by a time frame or a deadline, or we don't have to rush ourselves in our mind. Every thought we have doesn't have to be the perfect, most productive, and wealth-inducing thought. I think there's a lot of people who tend to believe in this thing of idealism and it's hard for me to kind of get on board with that, really, because idealism, for people who are not aware of that kind of thing, is like that our thoughts literally make the world around us, rather than figuratively, like our attitudes. I think materialism and the kind of, I'm more of a naturalist, my own term of that, which means that I think that anything and everything can be, most things that we're perceiving, most of these things can be verified and identified with the scientific method in some capacity or another. Science can explain everything. It's not going into the realm of, it's not that I don't believe in like kind of consciousness as a sort of quasi-spiritual essence thing, but I believe it has to do with matter. It has to do with real things, not like not some magical, mystical force. And I guess I don't know. Anyways, where was I? Optimization. We act as if we're still in the Industrial Revolution, even though we're fully aware that we're in the information age, right? We're far beyond that. But I don't think a lot of us has gotten to that point. And at least I think basically a lot of people, they're rewarded for their obedience to this work ethic that's just killing the planet. Because like you look at countries in the Far East, right, like South Korea and Japan, they're not doing well, a lot of them, especially due to the really harsh work conditions that they have to perform at all time, and just like go hog. I don't know what to say about that. Anyways, I was looking for a term to say they have to go ham on it, but like essentially, like, if you can just slow down, this is the number one remedy for all of that is you have to go slower than you have to. Like, you have to go slower than you think you have to. You have to go slower than you probably feel comfortable with. And you have to move comfortably. One thing in this world that people don't really tell you is that if you move comfortably, like you actually just physically move at a slower pace, as if you got all the time in the world, sure, there's probably some asshole who's gonna say like, oh, they look like they own the place or something, or they're suspicious. But look at how much we're all like in sync in this weird little pattern, like worker ants or worker bees. We're all moving at the same speed. We're all like, we all have to haste or use haste. You know, that sounds video game-y, but like, but yeah, just take your time. Do what you can to just be yourself. And yourself isn't measured by capitalism or rushing yourself. I think that's about it. The music's gonna not come back on, so I'll just stop it there. That's just a few of my thoughts. I was inspired by one of the new subscribers to my channel. Hello, you know who you are. And I feel like if you guys truly like these talk videos, I love making them. So yeah, that would be sick. And if I could make more of these and more people would show up and say hi, that would make my life so much better. I hope that all made sense to you, and stay frosty.